Welcome to week 11 for the start of episode 2 of our 2k22 Canadian Wrestlers Only playthrough, Kings, Queens, and In-Betweens. I am your host, Kain Drago, the Jovial Jester of the Kingdom of Kain. Let's get rolling. Ali and Aaliyah up against Chelsea Green still, and this time Natalya. Natalya is still in a singles rivalry, but that's already level 3, and we still have several weeks to the pay-per-view, so I'm going to put her in this as well. And try to, between the two, get this to a level 2 to 3-ish itself, blow off the singles one at the pay-per-view, and then continue the tag one, is the plan. If this works, let's see if it does. Ali and Aaliyah win. Does not start a rivalry. Well, honestly, that kind of worked. It was still a 3-star match, so that kind of works out in my favor anyway, because it gives me more time to build that tag rivalry for a further pay-per-view. So that's actually all right. Trish Stratus we signed and is doing a call-out promo on Luna Vachon. I just realized I accidentally made Bertha Faye call out Trish Stratus. That wasn't supposed to be what I was doing. Whoops. That starts a rivalry though. Hopefully the other one doesn't. PCO and Marcus Burke defending the tag team titles against Davey Boy Smith Jr. and Damounty. Trying to start a new tag rivalry here. PCO and Marcus Burke retain. 3 stars, but it's not better than the opener, and that's all that matters. And it does start the rivalry. Thankfully, this doesn't work. I didn't realize I did that, I wasn't paying enough attention. She was supposed to call out Rosemary, because Rosemary is also a babyface that matches up with her well. Edge versus Sylvain with a run-in from Robert Roode. They did feud over the title before, but now that a full pay-per-view cycle has passed, it is free for me to do that rivalry again, and I'm going to. Plus, I had to have a run-in this week on my most popular star, which is Edge, for a Health Spa 3, which I really wanted. 2.5 stars, not terrible, and the rivalry does start. Rene Dupree has a 4 on the mic. This particular save is calling out Crazy Steve, which is successful. And the existing rivalry of Christian versus Brock Lesnar. Just a normal match because I don't want to tire them out too much when I just got Brock back into the mid-70s. Medium. Seriously? Weird. I don't know why that is, but anyway. Samir Singh is in a match. Oh yeah. I don't think I mentioned it, but some of my creative wrestlers, I forget if I mentioned it, I haven't watched things back yet. I'm just doing a batch recording, but some of the people I couldn't find renders for their image that I was happy with. They were all stretched and too small or too big. Like even more too big. So I just didn't use them for a few people. But anyway, 29,000 fans gained, 158,000 profit. We got the Health Spa 3. We are in first place. They gained 41,000, but we were ahead of them by enough that we are still winning by 5,000. Let's see what happens in week 12. All right, we're back with week 12. I forgot Natalya wanted to team with Angelina Love, so we're just throwing a random tag match together in the opening match. Gail Kim and Trish versus Angelina and Natalya, who get the win. 2.5 stars, starts a tag rivalry. I probably won't do anything with it, but we'll see. Crazy Steve calling out Rene Dupree. Excellent promo, grows the rivalry. A lot of this is because we're trying to rest people. I actually used 2 level 3 Health Spa cards on both of our male tag team champions, who were my 2 lowest staminas at like low 50s, late 40s. Rosemary versus Luna Vachon, because I realized that Trish is not supposed to be feuding with Luna. I messed up a lot of that stuff last show. Trish is actually supposed to be feuding with Angelina Love. So the birth of Faye, bro, yeah, everything was just wrong. Didn't start a rivalry. Birth of Faye self promo, that works. Oh, but it was worse than the opener, so that helps for show quality. Robert Roode retains. 4-star match. Probably should have made that the main event. Weak promo, but it does grow the rivalry. And in the main event, Christian versus Brock Lesnar. Brock wanted a rematch. Christian wins. Only a 3-star. How does that keep happening? It doesn't matter which way I put them, I'm always wrong somehow. I don't understand. 30,000 fans, $167,000. We're back to rank 2, and we got a free arena booking. They gained quite a bit more than us that time. That's okay, we'll make it back at the pay-per-view, but first we gotta get there. It's week 13 coming up. Alright, week 13. We have made a new signing. There were a few legends that we could sign. A couple people, we made a couple new signings. There's a couple people we could sign. We signed Sami Zayn, with the plan being, by default, Earthquake and Typhoon that I have to have as downloaded people are bruisers. For this, in case I wanted to get Sami Zayn, I made Earthquake a giant. And they're both heals, so I'd have to turn one. But I got him, plus I have a bunch of specialists I can work him with if I can't find Earthquake. He's running in on Marcus Burke. We also signed Test to be David Boy's new tag team partner. I've got the Bruiser Fighter thing confused. I was hoping he was going to be the opposite of PCO, but it's fine. Doesn't matter. They still could go Bruiser Specialist, so it still lines up. But Sammy's running in, not because I actually want him to feud with Marcus Burke singly, just because I wanted a Health Spa 3 card from Triple H. And I didn't have anything else for him to do anyway. Davey Boy and Test win. 3 stars. Good, it doesn't start any kind of singles rivalry. Also didn't start a tag one, but that's okay. DeMounty messaged me the other day, the other couple promo shows ago, and said he wanted to become a babyface. So terrible promo because he has a 1, but it switched him. Josh Alexander wanted a match because I haven't put him in one for a little while, so he's in a match with Sylvan that was going to be a tables match, but I changed it. Mediocre, but that's okay. Rude calling out Edge, excellent promo, so we can blow that off at the pay-per-view. Trying to start having a little tag team match here. Allie and Aaliyah versus Bertha Faye and Chelsea Green. New tag team champions. New rivalry, that's fine, we'll take that. Yes! The promo worked. I was trying to break Trish off of that other promo from Luna, because I realized she was supposed to be in this one instead. The promo, other feud. And Natalia and Gail Kim one of them wanted to fight the other one this week, and they're in a feud anyway, so tables match. Help further the rating. 3 stars, level 3 rivalry. Not bad overall. Not the best show in the world, but finally got the booking order to work. And we had mostly 3-star matches, so that's not that bad, really. 31,000, and we made about 150 in money. Excuse me, got another Health Spa 3. Another 33,000 for them. How much are they winning by? They're winning by about 21,000. Let's see if we can fix that on week 14, and especially the pay-per-view week 15. See you for week 14. Here we go, pre-pay-per-view week. We have made some more new signings. They are not featured on the show, however. More on that later. They will be on the pay-per-view in promo, at least one of them in a promo segment, to help me achieve a goal that I have in mind for them. But first, let's get through this show. Tag team title match again, just trying to further the rivalry. 3.5 stars, level 2 tag team rivalry. Edge cutting a promo. Excellent promo, gets that to level 4. Rene Dupree really wanted to be on the show, and he's in a level 2 rivalry with Crazy Steve, so only a mediocre match, but it grows the rivalry, so I can blow it off at the pay-per-view. Self-promo for Bobby Roode to keep his popularity up while he was getting called out. Tag team titles, we'll see if we start this again. If we don't, I have a plan B. Davey Boy Smith Jr. and Test win. No rivalry. That's okay. I have an idea for that. Gail Kim calling out Natalia, gets that to a level 4. And Josh Alexander versus Sylvan. I forget if it was Josh Alexander or Sylvan. One of them wanted a main event. I think it was Sylvan. So let's do an Extreme Rules match, boys. Josh Alexander wins. 2.5 star match. Rivalry grows. Or finale, because of course it was. No matter which way I did that, I knew I was going to get it wrong. 31,000 fans, 115,000. We got a contract negotiation. I don't really need that, but since I got it for free, I'll use it. They are ahead by 31,000, and we are about to get into our next pay-per-view, which I forget. I think it's Extreme Rules, but we'll find it. You'll see when we come back in just a moment. I was wrong. It was SummerSlam. Week 15, SummerSlam. I played a bunch of power cards. Everything is cost double because they're pricks. But we'll get into that. To end opening the show, to end their big rivalry, Christian versus Brock Lesnar. Hell in a Cell, since they both have high stamina. Let's do it. I played a Hell in a Cell card, so this should be 5 stars. Christian picking up the win. Legendary match, rivalry complete. One of the new signings I talked about, Owen Hart, I'm turning babyface so he can team up with Brett, who is a babyface. Because our men's tag team champions, I looked, are currently heels. Ali and Aaliyah versus Chelsea Green and Bertha Faye trying to continue their rivalry. Just a normal match. Level 2 rivalry. Solid 3.5 stars. Takes it to level 3, so we can blow that off in another pay-per-view. Brett doing a self-promo. Excellent promo. Just trying to keep his popularity up. Brett, of course, is actually in the game and has a 4 on the mic. Owen is, of course, created. However, he got a 5 for this role, which is fantastic. Blowing off their feud in a tables match. I played a tables match card. Gail Kim and Natalia. Gail Kim with the win. Level 4 rivalry table card. Legendary match. Marcus Burke getting his popularity up, because we're going to get into something in a minute here. Excellent promo, +6. You'll love to see it. Blowing off their level 3 rivalry. Crazy Steve and Rene Dupree in an Extreme Rules match. I didn't have a card for them, but that's okay. Rene Dupree wins. 3 stars. Honestly, I would have expected a little more, but whatever, it is what it is. It's in the spot where I didn't want it to be too good anyway. And Trish Stratus calling out Angelina Love to further that for the next pay-per-view. Level 2 rivalry. And in the main event, Edge the babyface, Robert Roode the heel, TLC for the title. I played a fixed match card on Bobby Roode so that Marcus Burke can start feuding with Bobby Roode for the title now that his tag team days are over. Another 5-star match because I played a TLC card as well. Absolutely smashed it. We crushed them in the opener. We crushed them in the mid card. We beat them by half a star in the main event. We tied the first mid card, and they only beat our other mid card by half a star, which cancels out our main event win. But that means we still won by multiple stars. B rank show quality for our production. A quality for the matches. 204,000, 86,000 because I bought some new logistics. We're still somehow ranked 2. They lost money and we got more fans, but not enough to take the lead. Yeah, I'm not sure how the hell that happened. I guess we were further behind than I thought, or we didn't gain enough, obviously. But that's okay. We're on the right track now. So we'll be back here in just a minute with week 16. And we'll work our way towards the week 20 pay-per-view. I think that one's Extreme Rules, if I remember right. I could be wrong, but I think it is. Anyway, see you soon. Here we go, folks. Week 16. Everything is now set up. I didn't even realize that the champions, one of them was the nephew of Bret and Owen Hart, Davey Boy Smith Jr. and Test, against the Hart brothers for the tag team titles. We have new World Tag Team Champions, or at least SmackDown Tag Team Champions. 3 stars, doesn't start a rivalry. Why the hell would it? Call out promo, Marcus Burke on Robert Roode. It is successful. Excellent promo. I'm not surprised when he has a 5 on the mic rating. Crazy Steve is going to probably try to feud with Brock Lesnar again. It's going better for him this time, though. He actually won the first match, and it did start a rivalry. I'm turning PCO heel because I want a heel bruiser that isn't Brock Lesnar. And I didn't really have anything else for him to do right now anyway. We signed Kurgan. And I put it before the pay-per-view last time. But I didn't have a spot for him on the pay-per-view. But now he's going to fight Sami Zayn and start a rivalry. Now they're my only giant in Cruiser, so if they do start, after their rivalry does start and blow off, I'm going to have to probably put them in tag rivalries and then go back to singles later. Call out promo from Rosemary does nothing. Of course it doesn't. Extreme Rules match, Gail Kim versus Angelina Love. Gail Kim wanted a title shot. Do a run-in from Trish Stratus. I used a fixed match card so Angelina wouldn't lose because I wanted to keep the belt to fight Trish. 4 stars, and the rivalry grows. Let's see how we did. We lost all but one match. Fantastic. At 26,000 fans, $127,000. They gained 30,000, of course they did. So they're still ranked number 1. We will come back. We have like 30 weeks or something, 35 or something weeks left. But we'll be back with week 17. All right, week 17. Kicking it off, trying to get this tag team rivalry started again. Hart Brothers versus the Nephew and Test. Here we go. Let's see how this goes. Harts retain. 3.5 star opener, solid, and the rivalry does begin. That's what we love to see. Call out promo. My goal for this week was for Robert Roode to cut a promo. Gives us free advertising or something, some free booking, which now things are getting more expensive and we still didn't have lots of money, and a few contracts came up I desperately need. And also, why not? So, good promo grows the rivalry to level 2. And Marcus Burke still had good stamina, so I put him in a match with Brock Lesnar to have Crazy Steve do a run-in, so that I'd try to further that rivalry. Good, not as good as the opener, but still decent, and did grow that rivalry as well. Kurgan's just going to do a self-promo for this week. Good promo, plus 3 popularity, love to see it. Going to try to start a Christian versus PCO rivalry with this one.
1, 2, 3.
PCO gets the first win. 3 stars and does start a rivalry. Sami Zayn calling out Kurgan starts another rivalry. Excellent. Both the promo quality and the result. And then Josh Alexander is going to continue his feud with Sylvain in a tables match.
1, 2, 3.
Alexander wins. That's not what we like to see. And it was worse than the second mid card. It was the worst match on the card. That was awful. Absolutely dreadful. Poor finale. They also crushed us in that main event. We tied the opener. We won the first mid card. They won the second mid card, and they crushed us in the main event. But I did use a special promotion card. That's where some of my other money went. So that should help with fans. 60,000 fans, $148,000. Free advertising booking. We're ranked number 2. 40,000. But with the special promotion, we did gain on them. So we're only 1,000 behind now. And let's see how week 18 goes. Here we go, week 18. Kicking it off. Allie requested to be in a TLC match. So we are going to have that and try to get this to level 4 for the pay-per-view. Allie and Aaliyah versus Chelsea Green and Bertha Faye for the women's tag team titles. Kicking us off. Bertha Faye and Chelsea win, retaining, I believe. Classic 4.5 stars and a level 4 rivalry. We love to see it. Crazy Steve successfully calling out Brock Lesnar, getting at the pay-per-view levels. Love to see this. Rosemary and Luna Vachon haven't done anything in a while, and I would get a veto champ card for the pay-per-view if I booked my lowest person, which they were tied for. Plus, they match up well and they're fresh, so I put them in a tables match, because why not?
1, 2, 3.
Disappointing. That's unfortunate. Marcus Burke, yes, gets that to level 3 for the pay-per-view. Trying to get this to a level 3 as well. Hearts win again. 3.5 stars, level 2 rivalry. Sylvan calling out. Good, that's level 3 for the pay-per-view. And Trish Stratus and Angelina are already level 3, trying to get this to a level 4. Plus get them in a match to boost their popularity, because they've been off for a little bit. 4.5-star classic with Angelina having the specialty in the match and new champion. Level 4, we'd love to see all of that. Oh, they signed Scott Hall too. At 4.5 stars, 1.5 they beat us. 3.5, we smoked them overall this week. 32,000 fans, only 51,000 profit because I bought some stuff. Let's see how this goes. We are ranked number 1 and got the Veto Champ card. That's what we love to see. 31,000. We are just barely ahead of them. And we'll see how this shakes out in week 19. Week number 19, go home show for the pay-per-view is a bit of a weak one. Because Triple H wanted us to rest our current champions, which of course with the women's and men's tag there are 6 of. But he was offering a To the Moon card, which is a plus 15 popularity to someone under 60 that I use it on. I know who I'm probably going to use it on next week at the pay-per-view. So I really wanted it. And I had a couple of lower rivalries I wanted to build anyway, so it wasn't the end of the world. Crazy Steve Brock Lesnar, I'm trying to get to level 4 hopefully for the pay-per-view. Crazy Steve with the win. It does grow to level 4, yes. Marcus Burke with a call-out promo since I couldn't use the champion, and level 4, excellent. Christian and PCO, I'm trying to get this to level 2 to work towards the next pay-per-view. It does grow, excellent. Angelina Love is, unfortunately, because she's created this particular version of her, is only a 1 on the mic. But it still went okay, so at least she didn't lose any popularity. She's who I'm probably going to use that card on, by the way. Kurgan to Sami Zayn trying to continue their thing. Sami with the win. 2.5 stars, doesn't grow the rivalry, of course it doesn't. Edge with a charity promo, 5,000 fans. And Josh Alexander and Sylvain Grenier in an Extreme Rules match. Thank God he won. I forgot I was going to use it. He complained between shows. So I was going to use a fixed match card on him and I forgot, but he managed to win anyway. Thank God. Alright, so how'd we do? We lost. But I kind of figured with that show. To the moon, that's the important part. They're ahead by about 20,000 now. Yeah, well, let's see how we do. Pay-per-view that I think is Extreme Rules. Welcome to Extreme Rules. First off, this game can go F itself. The computer played a veto card and Marcus Burke can't contribute. So I can't blow off the level 4 Universal title rivalry with them boys. So yeah, I'm probably either going to have to let that sit for a little while and drop to a 3 and then bring it back up to a 4 later. We'll see. But here's what we got. Allie and Aaliyah versus Chelsea Green and Bertha Faye. Women's tag title match. Extreme Rules. Obviously at Extreme Rules, that's going to get the pay-per-view bonus. Which there's 2 reasons why I don't have more Extreme Rules matches. Number 1, I couldn't afford them. And number 2, I played an Extreme Rules card, so one of the Extreme Rules matches will get an abnormally extra high rating. I did not want that to be one of the in-between mid-card matches. The third one's fine because it's separate from the other 2, from the opener and main event. Didn't want to risk that. Plus, I ended up not being able to afford it as it turned out anyway. So let's see what happens. Bertha Faye and Chelsea retain. Legendary match. Love to see it. Rivalry complete. The Mountie, who is still on my roster. Might not be for too much longer, but we'll see. But he was like, he wanted to make some kind of appearance at the pay-per-view, so screw it, I threw him in a charity promo. He actually cut a really good promo considering he has a 1. But charity promos, it doesn't matter, they give you the 5,000 fans anyway, so I was like, I don't care, do that. Hart Brothers versus Smith Jr. and Test. in a tables match. Try to get this to a level 3. I just realized maybe I should have waited till closer to the next pay-per-view, but whatever. It was I wanted the highest rivalries ahead. Amazing match, and it grows to a level 3. Edge with a self promo because he's probably going to get involved in a feud here soon. Again, +5, love to see it. Crazy Steve and Brock Lesnar in the other Extreme Rules match I booked for branded pay-per-view bonus and possible card usage. Crazy Steve with the win. Classic. Love to see it. Kurgan with a call-out promo that was a good promo but didn't actually work. Surprise, surprise. Alexander and Sylvan in a tables match to blow off their level 3 rivalry. Sylvan gets the win. 3.5 stars. Lowest match of the show, but that's okay. Sammy with a charity promo, 5,000 more fans. And in the main event, Angelina Love, who got credit for the +15 popularity. It says after their next match, but it's giving it to them now, which should hopefully even more help that's who I used To the Moon on. Should hopefully even more help the ranking on this. Hell in a Cell with a card played. This should be a guaranteed 5 stars with a level 4 rivalry. Angelina Love gets the win. Legendary match. Love to see it. There is no way we didn't win this. Yeah, we beat them in every match except the middle mid card we tied, and then we beat them by at least half a star in every other match. We should clean up on this, I hope. 209,000 fans gained, $86,000 made. We are ranked number 1. You'll love to see that. 178. Nice. Now, if I can just book cheap for a couple weeks, I can get some money. Because I unlocked another bigger venue, which I couldn't use because I couldn't afford it this time. But if I start using it for the weekly shows, I should bring in more money. So we will be back next episode. For you, it'll be tomorrow. For me, it'll be about 5 minutes from now when I record again. For week 21 through 30, let's do this.